Eddie, you mentioned Big John Thompson, Nolan Richardson, John Chaney. We don't have that. We don't. I mean, that is a big factor, I think, right now, is we don't have that big voice that has done it at the highest level, number one, and also maybe that big voice that is unafraid to put themselves out there. It's obviously a lot easier to do it when you've been successful at the highest. Well, here's my take. Why aren't Coach K, why aren't Calipari, why do we have to wait for black head coaches right now to come out and say that there need to be more black head coaches? Why can't the best white coaches come out and do that? And why haven't they? And I'm not throwing at you, Eddie. I'm just saying.
No, well, Jeff, to me, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm pretty much retired, and I watch a lot of news, and I keep up with what's going on in the world. It's a societal problem. I mean, I don't want to get into politics here, but look what's going on in our country, and we could get into, that's not what we're having this call. So it's part of society, unfortunately, I think, and the numbers don't add up. It's not right. The thing else that could help it as much as a lot of things we've talked here today, for African-American coaches to have success, for an African-American coach to get to the Final Four, to the more successful head coaches are who are coaches of color, that will help. I think too, if I may kind of move into another area, it would be, and I'd be interested to know Jerome's take on this as an assistant coach. To me, it is incumbent upon a head coach, whether it's Roy Williams, Coach K, or Leonard Hamilton, to prepare their assistant coaches to be able to become successful head coaches. I mean, it's not an easy job. It's not for everybody. Some people have it, is what I say. Some people have it, the ability to move over that one seat and be really good at it. They've got it innately, but they've been trained properly. They've been given the experience. They've been pushed to become better. So I think that's part of the equation too, for head coaches to take it, a responsibility to help assistant coaches be ready. But it's also then, I think, incumbent on assistant coaches to go up to Coach Drew Jerome and say, I want more responsibilities. I want to get in this area, Coach. I want to learn more about this. I want this, whatever, more scouting on court. I want to get more involved with the offense. So when you do get your chance, you are ready to be the best head coach you can be. So I think that also needs to be addressed. Head coaches need to take more responsibility.
Hey, Jerome, before you respond to that, Jeff, let me just say that Ed, he named off some of the most iconic coaches in basketball, white or black. But one of the things about that is that those people had time to build the program. So, they were at their respective programs for a long time, and they built it over time. They created a culture. They got the recruiting base set up. They got the alumni involved. Nowadays, if you can't win in 2 years, you're going to get fired. And so how are you, for a lot of the black assistant coaches, first-time head coaches, everybody had to have their first job, and you're going to, no matter how long you've been an assistant coach, there's an adjustment period that comes. Many times, as Jerome has highlighted, you're not necessarily going to go get the pick of the litter when you get the opportunity. So, you go from a Power 5 associate head coach position, and because those things are so far, few and far between, and the issues that we've been talking about, you're going to probably maybe have to take a job that's really a struggle. You got to build it back up. So are they going to give you time to do that? Are they going to allow you the time to recruit 4 and 5 classes of athletes and students before the thing really starts to get percolating? And what happens is all the pressure to win right away makes people do crazy things. Right. And expectations impact behavior. And so if we're not going to be patient and let people get in there and settle in and learn their culture, meet the alumni, go get out into the recruiting and get the right fit for that particular school, it's just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy every time.